What's going on, everybody? It is Hungry Pup, and welcome to another video on Madden 22 Ultimate Team. This is the Madden Ultimate Grind with your host, Hungry Pup. And today we're going to dive deep into the NFL playoffs. A quick look at the playoff content. We have NCAT players, we have playoff predictions, we have champions and standouts. There's so much to go through, lots of cool cards to get, so we got to make sure we get in here and we do our playoff missions so that we can get all of this free content and do all these great things. Let's just jump right into it. We got the NFL playoffs, as you can see on my screen right here. We can earn an NCAT NFL playoffs player. We can earn a 93 NCAT playoffs Roger Safford by completing playoffs challenges. We'll get into who he is and what he looks like. We make our playoff predictions. I did very well last time. I put in 10 tokens, and I got 9 of them right, so looking good. It was about, was it 91,000? I got 10,000 per win, and that was pretty awesome. And earn playoff champions. We can earn 96 overall playoff champions by completing their sets or winning them in the auction house, or we can earn playoff standouts by completing their sets or winning them in the auction house. Let's take a look at the other things we got here. We have earned playoff champions. We're going to run through all the 96 overalls and what they look like and what I think about them. And then finally, we're going to go into their playoff standouts, and they are 94 overalls. These are the things you can do your sets on. So make sure you get out there, you do those solos, and you get right to work because there's a lot of free content out there. Before we jump into the new, let's take a look at the old. As you can see here, the playoff kickoff started last week, and we had a ton of solos. We had to get 128 stars. As you can see right there, I did get all 128. It took me a long time. It was a pain, but we did it. And as a result, we got Leonard Floyd. We play him now at the left outside linebacker. And the thing that I like most about Leonard Floyd, he's starting for my theme teams, which is the hybrid, 49ers Eagles, is that he gets all NFC team chems. And so that allows me to start him at left outside linebacker and take credit for both the Eagles and the 49ers on my theme teams, which gives me tons of bonuses, and I really like that. I also have on the left outside linebacker, I have the Charles Haley card, who's the team diamond. So that gives me chems for the 49ers as well. So now I am set at left outside linebacker. But that's all well and good. Last week's wildcard playoffs are done. We kicked them off. Now it's time to go forward to the next week and see what's new. Let's take a look. In order to get our Roger Saffold, the third card, 93 overall, it looks like we got to get about 30 stars. Really not going to be that big of a deal. We go into the weekly playoffs and we take a look. We have 5 stars each, and we have 6 games. So there's your 30 stars. They look like they all start. Some are in the first quarter, some are in the third quarter. Actually, it looks like only one is in the first quarter, this Buccaneers versus Eagles game. And we just got to take these down. So take a look at this one. I'm hoping my game will go a lot better than the Eagles game last week. Don't allow a touchdown in the first half. Get 5 tackles. Don't allow more than 100 passing yards. Should be pretty routine and easy to do, especially on rookie. But if you pump it up to get to 3, you have to do it on pro. Competitive against the 76 overall Eagles, which is probably generous. So let's take a quick look at the divisional predictors now. We have all of our matchups on the screen. We got the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. We got the Packers and the 49ers. We got the Bucks and the Rams and the Chiefs and the Bills. And the way this is going to work this week is exactly the same as it worked last week, where you're going to pick one of these 2 teams to win. And if you're correct, you're going to get 10,000 coins. And if you're not, you're going to get only 1,000 coins. So the opportunity here is 1, 2, 3, 4 games. So 4 times 10, 40,000 coins are at stake this week in the divisional round. And let's see what I think. I haven't made all of my decisions yet, but I think that we're going to have the Bengals and the Titans, you know, the Ryan Tannehills and the Joe Burrows. I think I'm going to have to pick with the Cincinnati Bengals on this one. Also here we got the 49ers, and of course I'm wearing my Steve Young jersey, and the Green Bay Packers, who I also really, really like, and Aaron Rodgers. That is a really tough one, although I just got to go with the Packers. I'm not getting any odds, so going to pick the chalk there. Down to the Bucks and the Rams. Got to go with Tom Brady. I don't know how I could put my coins anywhere else. And finally, we got the Bills and the Chiefs, another really tough game. I think I'm leaning the Bills, though. Looks like it might be their year to go pretty deep into the playoffs, so I think I'm going to pick the Bills in that one. So let's go into the new cards that drop. Now we have the wild card cards here. Wild card cards. Complete the wild card sets by exchanging players from other programs for wild card contenders. So let's go in here real quick and see who we got. The 96s are Josh Allen, so you can take 3 94 overall playoff players in exchange for 1 96 overall Josh Allen. You'll get his power up card, and you'll get 3 NCAT 94 overalls, and that is a choice. Their champion is David Long Jr. at cornerback for the Rams. Another good card. We'll dive into both of these. Just going to run through some of the standouts. We have 94 Mike Evans, 94 Marcus Golden. We have Deebo Samuel from the 49ers, and we have Germaine Pratt. So there's some good options here. You can make all of these guys because you can roll up your playoff cards. And if you take Marcus Golden here, you can put your 392s or 292s in an 88, and you can make this card. If we go into the store real quick, we can see that the 92s, Travis Kelce here is going for about 44,000 right now. And so, 45,000 times 2 is about 90. And then if we go over to the 88s, I guess I have an 88, but that isn't too bad. So I can actually use one of my packs that I made and carry that forward. So about 90,000 to get this Marcus Golden, that you can get 94s if you want the training. Get the 94s from some of the Campus Heroes 2 packs. They're going for like low 80s, so you can get cheaper training that way. First card I want to take a look at is the 94 overall Mike Evans. Speed 93, jump 95, catch 91. This is a really good card for the spectacular catch, and all of these are pretty good ratings. He's 6'5", so you're going to got the height. This would be a good card, I think, to play at wide receiver. Next, we're going to take a look at this Deebo Samuel card. As you know, my 49ers-Eagles hybrid team have my eye on this. He's out of position at halfback, but I don't even know if that is out of position anymore. Deebo was such a monster last week. So he's a 94 halfback. Not sure he really fits on my team that well with Roger Craig there and the team diamond Deuce Staley, but this card's going to get me some speed. 94 speed, 94 acceleration. And he's also going to be very good with an 87 catching, the 86 carry. Might be a great option out of the backfield. You can break some tackles. Not very tall, but that's okay at halfback. Kind of fits very well. So I'm looking to power this one up with all the acceleration and the speed options there and have a really solid pass-catching halfback option. Next up, we got Germaine Pratt. He's a middle linebacker, 94 overall for the Cincinnati Bengals. His speed is 92. That acceleration number is a staggering 96. On my team, I have Luke Kuechly, and I'm feeling really good about his acceleration at 91. But when you see that 96, that is blinding speed. And if you have a Bengals theme team, I would definitely power him up. That is really fast. And look at his other play recognition, 89, block shedding, 85. Definitely a solid card. I have to check out the ability to see if he can get lurker. This is something that you might want to get just for the speed. If you want to see how he is in terms of defense and playing, if you're playing as not using him, you can go down to his defense and see his power moves are 74 and his finesse moves are 64 if you want to do pass rushing with him. Not too bad, but definitely better options out there at linebacker. And you could also take a look at his man coverage is at 75. And for example, my Luke Kuechly, who's 94 overall, his man coverage is at 70. So this still is an improvement. 75, 84 for zone coverage at middle linebacker seems to be a solid option. All right, let's take a look at Marcus Golden now. He is a 94 overall right outside linebacker again. He's got some good stats. He's an 85 speed, 87 acceleration. And if we compare him to kind of where I sit with my team, I have a tier 7 fully powered up Elvis Dumervil with the 49ers chem. So his speed is an 87 and his acceleration is a 92. So that 87 acceleration I don't really like too much about Marcus Golden. So I like a lot of speed on Sam and Will. You take a look at the play recognition. I have 95 in Elvis Dumervil. So 94, 95. He's right on point there. But then I think his real benefit is if you look at his power moves and his finesse moves. Marcus Golden, 96 power moves, 80 finesse moves. So you're going to get a lot of power rush from him. That is something that I also retain with Elvis Dumervil. He's 92 to put it in perspective, but 96 is really awesome. I got 95 finesse moves for Dumervil, so that kind of works a little bit better with how I blitz, but 80 is not bad. This is for teams that kind of want like the traditional power blitzer. And if we come down now to the way he plays defense and we kind of look at the coverages, we see that he has 50 man coverage and 61 zones. So you're kind of lacking there. This is more of your kind of your 3-4 end. And and kind of like Elvis Dumerville is too. I'm 47 and 61 with man and zone coverage. So this is someone who's going to be maybe a power pass rusher for some teams that operate in the 3-4 defense. Of course, I do the 4-3. So, this not really that attractive to me. And with the Cardinals chem, don't really need, but definitely got to check out this card if you want that good pass rush. All right, now let's take a look at the 96s. We got Josh Allen here, and the best part about him is you can get both Escape Artist and Gunslinger, but with the recent update, Escape Artist is now going to cost you about 6 AP. Gunslinger is going to cost you about 5 AP, so that is pretty much taking up all of your AP, and I don't recommend doing that. Of course, I use, if you see my streams, you see that I use on Michael Vick Escape Artist. I think that is more important to how I run my offense, but Gunslinger allows you to do a lot of great things with fitting some passes into some tight windows. And if you pair that with this throwing power of 96 and the short accuracy of 96, these are some really good numbers. I'm looking at the throw on the run of 98. I think this is a really good card. I'm not sure if it's the best card in the game, but definitely it's right there in the mix. If you have a Buffalo theme team, I think this is a must-get too. And Josh Allen, one of my favorite players in the playoffs right now. Again, I think this might be Buffalo's year, so I think I'm going to put my playoff token on this man. All right, now let's take a look at the 96 David Long Jr. He's a cornerback, and I got to say, after the Madden Championship Series, I just got Jalen Ramsey. He's also a 96. And since I'm running the theme team with the 49ers and the Eagles, I don't really have a need for David Long, but just look at these stats. 96 acceleration, 95 speed, 97 agility, 96 jump. This is a force to be reckoned with. He is a man-to-man archetype, so he's got 97 man coverage. And, if I got this card, I would immediately put Acrobat for the 2 AP on him. This is a slam dunk, and definitely another great card out there for those that are interested in defense. If you want to run this with Jalen Ramsey, there's 2 Rams chems. So good news for the Rams theme teams right now to put David Long Jr. right alongside Jalen Ramsey, and you're in pretty good shape. Right here at the end, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go after and play some of my solos. I'll finish this video. We'll do a quick run through of the Bengals and Raiders, see what it's all about. I got to get my Roger Saffold III. He is a left guard. The good news about him, I might have said earlier, is you're going to get every AFC team chem with him. Again, doesn't really help me. I got to start 49ers and Eagles at left guard, but this is a good card for those that are running AFC team chems. We're up 7. It's the third quarter. Playing on pro. You got to win the game. Don't allow a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Don't allow more than 100 rushing yards. This one should be real easy. Just going to blitz them a lot. I'm going to do nickel double A gap mid blitz. If you watch my Twitch on Mondays, I do the Madden Ultimate Grind. Like to play as Javon Curse on the end here and just get some heat off the edge. 3rd and 2 now. Got to get off the field. All right. Off the field. Looks like I'm having some internet glitchiness. All right, so pretty much all I have to do is not let them get the ball, and this challenge is done. So let's go into clock chew mode. All right, I got 4 minutes left to kill. And that's all she wrote. That's how easy it is to get 5 stars. We got 1 challenge done. If you liked the video, don't forget to like or subscribe. And Hungry Pup will be back soon on Monday for another episode of Ultimate Grind. See you then. Hungry Pup out.